of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. Check out! Rise, 627! Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
They'll run it now out of the gun. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Off of play action, Luck. He's going to look deep down the field. He's got a man, complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
And a Buccaneer first down.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Now the first carry for Ronald Jones. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Luck. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Out of the pistol, the give to Jones. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Ronald Jones, touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Bucs take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0.
Steelers, nothing.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Hit it. 51 Mike, boy, 51. All day, all day. Check 31, check 31.
Here's Travis Homer, the former Miami Hurricane. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Here we
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. 2nd and 13. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Grady Jarrett making his presence felt. He gets the sack.
2 plays so far, run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at all.
Looking for a better play coming up on 3rd.
Yes, yes. Hey, Mike 51.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Moses, he'll rifle this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
This is fielded at the 27. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
On 2nd and 11 now. Luck. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Lock. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So possession 1 ended in 6. Possession 2 likely going to end in a punt.
Yeah, that's okay. They just got to get back to what they worked on in the opening drive and continue to make a few adjustments along the way. It won't be exact because the defense will make a few adjustments themselves. Just get back to your game plan.
It's a 48-yard punt with the coverage holding him to 3 on the return. And the Steelers are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory.
Let's go. Watch the eyes. Alert flare. Alert flare. 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 Under 10. Go. 10.
Going on the ground with Homer. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's 2nd and 8. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And a short 3-yard pickup gets him up to the 15. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Ready. Right here, guys. Mike 51. Mike 51. Ready.
Back to throw. Moses. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 43-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. This is Jones. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. On 2nd down. It's Jones, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Walk tight, walk tight. Turn, check. Hey, we got 3 down. Check.
Throwing on 3rd down. Luck. And that is incomplete. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 20, and they will set up shop with outstanding field position in the red zone at the 17-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Let's go.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive, but at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer, and make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, people say bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, the offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance. On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games.
Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. After the run, Luck on a throw. And he's wrapped up. Taken down, back at the 25. Ryan Shazier got in that time, the first-round pick of 2014.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up.
And the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Tim Williams. He's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up fourth down. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. That's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
We know, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
70.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Right here, guys. Fight 51. Mike 51. Now watch one. 5.
Operating from the gun, Moses. Open man right side is Smith-Schuster, complete. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Greystone travel. Tackle.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
You draw Porkers.
From the gun, Moses. That is caught at the 7. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 17 yards on the play as they try to eat into this 17-point deficit. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the completion. It's 2nd and goal. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
They don't want it. Keep playing hard, fellas, all day. Woo! Let's get it.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
When you're this close to the goal line, you got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
Following the sack, they go from the 13 on 3rd and goal.
49, check 49. Hey, exit. Ready?
Operating from the gun, Moses. This is caught, and he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Juju Smith-Schuster, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Those are the touchdowns that aren't just scored on Sundays or on Monday night. Those are the ones that are scored during the week. because they had that preparation and a great route run.
Oh, I love that observation because you don't just roll out on game day and say, okay, go run this route and let's get it done. That means exactly what you said. The practice had to occur beforehand, which led to the timing, which led to the touchdown.
So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And able to take it past the 20 a little bit, but no further. A flag in there as well. Let's see what this is. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So after the face mask, they get to start all the way up past the 35 now.
Slam, slam, slam. Monday, 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 Monday.
Out of the gun, Luck. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. Here's the correct call.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Not today.
Throwing is Luck. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Luck. And this is taken in one-handed. What a catch.
Let's go.
And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackles made at the Steelers' 35.
First down, Buccaneers.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. They'll fake it. Now Luck. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
Ready! 50, check back 50. All day, dog. Hey, Zoo.
Block throwing again. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for second and goal. Here's Luck. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened-up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10.
I got one. Hey, orbit. 51's the mic. We got to get it.
From the gun, Moses. This is hauled in by Deontay Burnett. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2.
Let's go. Ready up. 51. Here we go, D. All day. Defense all day. All day. Look at me. Door. SOS. Door out. Now. Shoot.
The final shot before break. Moses is going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Looking to throw. Moses nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Devin White in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17.
Pick it up. 51. 5.
Back to throw. Moses, and that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about.
Ready, ready! 90, Wolf! 56! Here it comes, here it comes! 56, the Mike, boys, 56. Check, 56. All day, punk! 56, Mike, 56, right there. Smooth! Mike!
On first down, Moses. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And almost intercepted. It would have been his second pick of the game. Instead, it'll be second down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
To throw again, Moses. That's caught by Geronimo Allison. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 36. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 36.
56. Hey, Haywood! 36.
Operating from the gun, Moses. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Moses. Completes it to Dixon. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Hey, Charlie! Ready?
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And the catch made by Johnson. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
At the 9-yard line.
Hey, wahoo! 51's the mic. 51's the mic. Now.
2nd and 3. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Moses' pass thrown to the sideline and incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 3 yards to go.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3.
Hey, Mike 51, Mike 51. I'm coming. Go, go. 51, Mike 51. Hey, Sam off. Hey, let's go. Calm the crowd. Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go. Get it.
From the gun, Moses. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Geronimo Allison, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Steelers are able to close the gap just a bit. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away.
Here we go.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
From the 29, Luck. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ryan Shazier picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And he'll actually lose about 7 yards on the return, but they have possession of the football on a turnover.
Go. 30 base.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their 47-yard line.
That's what I do. Chopper! Fair. Shoot.
Throwing on first down. Moses. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag is down. This could possibly be a push-off. Looked like some hands both ways. They got it on the offense.
And sometimes there's a fine line between being the receiver and the DB, and he knocked that one away. Might have caused an incompletion that could have been an interception.
Down. 60 Pittsburgh. Watch the curl. Check 26. Gone.
Operating from the gun. Moses. He'll rifle this one deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Geronimo Allison. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point splits the uprights, and that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They'll go again to Jones. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Now a first down throw, Luck. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. T.J. Watt causing the disruption. He gets the sack.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
Throwing on second and long. Luck. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football.
They've got his man complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A great pickup there, 35 yards, and obviously the first down to go along with it. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They go back to the ground with Jones. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down. Again, it's Jones. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So 2 disastrous running plays, and now they face a third and very long. Here's Love. Going up top. This is caught inside the 15. That goes for a gain of 31.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely look for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Boy, you will not see a quarterback of his caliber miss on one like that very often. I mean, there it is, wide open, got the shot, and he misfires.
We talk about, boy, he'll want that one back all the time. He definitely wants that one back. On second down now, it's Jones, and he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. The Bucs on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 9. Now it's Love. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Jakeem Grant, his first touchdown on the year as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone.
The Steelers pick up their first and 10 at their own 25.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. This is Homer. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
On third down, Moses. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Looking to erase a 2-score deficit here in the fourth quarter, going for some big plays.
Yeah, they certainly were. They just decided one shot, didn't they? Forget trying to move the ball downfield in small little increments. Let's go for the big one. But how about the defense playing situational football, looking at the scoreboard and realizing what can hurt us most? The deep shot. They played it well.
The Steelers send out their punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Let's take it inside his own 40. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. He returns the punt 61 yards as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. A lot of times they want this guy just to try to flip field position. He flipped it all the way into the end zone.
Yeah, the rule of thumb is, can you pick up 10 yards? That's getting a first down. Instead, he takes it all the way and provides a big spark for his team.
So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff.
Let's go.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Taco Charlton. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Looking to throw. Moses. Got an open man. It's Burnett. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. A nice pick up there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for 3rd. From the gun on 3rd down. Moses. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
And down to the 44, 5 yards that time. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. The Bucs on 3rd down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards. This defense, Charles, they have unraveled here in the 4th.
In a sense, it's like they're being pressed, like in a basketball game, and they just can't get the ball over half court. I mean, no matter what they do, they can't get off the field. They can't slow them down. They're just going up and down the field against them. Yeah, and
touchdown, Tampa Bay! Ronald Jones, his 2nd TD of the game and 16th on the season as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Devin White has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
X3, 218, chop it.
Slam, slam, slam. Check, 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 check. Switch, switch, switch.
Look, squeeze. Hey, Delta. Snap.
2nd and long. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. On 1st and 10, Moses. And he fires one incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hogs and picking passes off.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a 1st down.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Here we go, D. Hey, it's just me and you. It's just
General West.
It's just me and you. Check 99. Check 99.
Hey, Echo.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Ricky Seals-Jones, the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
56. Exit, exit. 56.
Hey, Zoom.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Moses. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
56 right there, 56.
From the gun, Moses. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10.
Mike 56, Mike 56.
Hey, high 7, 5.
To throw again, Moses. He's going to let it fly. And this is going to be intercepted. T.J. Green with a pick. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Check out. 674.
Watch the pass. Here we go. Here we go. Kill, kill, kill. Kill, kill. Say.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer 1st down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak.
Now a hit and lock. Lost the football. It's out. And it's picked up by the Steelers. The 40. 30. Past the 20. And how about the big boys showing off the wheels?
Let's face it, anybody who watches a game, even if it goes against your team, When there's a big man with the football, everyone locks in.
All eyes.
Everyone locks in, and the rumbling, you can feel it all the way to the upper reaches of the stands.
Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Go. Switch it, Theo, switch it. 5.
Here's a 2nd and 7. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. And there's going to be a stoppage here. The booth wants to take another look at this potential touchdown.
Incomplete. Intended for Juju Smith-Schuster. Brings up 3rd down and 7.
So they went to the booth to see if that was a touchdown, and they have decided it will not be a touchdown. 6 points off the board.
Come on, D. Go, Mike 51. And let's go.
To throw on 3rd down. Moses. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Intended for Geronimo Wilson. Incomplete. Results in a 4th down.
And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down.
65. Slam.
Pilot, 64, weak. Hey, Haywood. Ready?
On 4th down, Moses. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. Room here to run. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
The extra point up and good, but this one was decided anyway, as that will be the final action in this ball game. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
So we had action to the very end of this one. The score on the final play that they didn't need to have. They didn't just run out the clock, though. They added to their final total.
Played it all the way to the end, and you know some coaches preach that and tell their teams, that's what I want all the time. And they feel like if they don't do it themselves, they're not living up to the message that they're sending out.
So for the Bucs, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And they will head back